Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Project Pan update for the month of March. This is the second one of the year. I am excited. I got some progress. Some items I'm more happy with than others, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle. Starting off with my brow product, this is the Benefit Brow. My goal is to use this 100 times. I use this a total of 10 times this month, which means that I have a total of 84 uses left before I can roll it out. And I actually decided to put a usage goal on anything I'm going to be using for a set goal number of times so that I can finish it at the end of the year. And I calculated between 8 and 9 uses per month will get me to my 100 uses goal by the end of the year. So I think I'm pretty happy with that, considering that last month I only used it 6 times. I did need to make up a little bit for it, but that's okay. I feel like using it 10 times did make up for the fact. So I'm going to use this a minimum of 8 times per month, which is twice a week, which I think is very realistic for me. My overall kind of goal each month is to use my makeup products about half the days that I wear makeup, and the other half I'll just use whatever's in my shop my stash for the week. So I'm pretty happy with that. Because this is month 2, I am noticing more of a dip in the bottle here. This is just a mini, but I am excited for it. I am enjoying this more than I thought I would. Some days it's kind of like, it's just easier to just use a pencil, but on days that I'm wanting to do up my brows a little bit, I am actually really enjoying this. This next item is the item I rolled in last month, and that is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I used this a total of 10 times this month. I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell, but the line's right there. I only moved it up a little tiny bit this month. The line is just a little bit above that, and it is an item that I have to roll up. So by the time I get to the top, that's when it'll be done, and I am counting what is left in the pot because I do plan on depotting it this month. I thought I would use this more often. I thought I would get a couple more uses out of it. I thought I would roll it up a little bit quicker. So I think that this item here is going to be one of those items that takes longer than I anticipated, which is fine. I still think I can finish this probably by the end of summer, so that would probably be a good goal. So using it 10 times is not bad. That's about my typical goal for each month. Maybe try to use this a little bit more, but again, I'm not gonna force myself to use it because I'm also wanting to work through everything else that is in my makeup collection. This next item is an item I thought would be a possibility that I would finish this month. I knew it might take a little bit longer, and that is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation. Alright, so again, the line's a little bit faint, but there it is. I didn't make as much progress this month as I thought I would. But as we are nearing the end here, I feel like I'm kind of getting a little bit confused as to where my lines are. I did this with my foundation last year. I would make a gap and then I wouldn't mark it for months, and then I'd make another huge gap. But I can no longer use the pump on this foundation, which means I'm probably closer to the bottom than I might anticipate. I am having to stick a small brush in there and start scraping it out. I used this a total of 10 times this month, so which is still really good progress. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and say another 1 to 2 months of using this, and then I'll be done, considering that I am now scraping it out. Maybe 2 months, maybe realistically technically a month and a half, but in 2 months I should hopefully have this completely done, and then we'll be able to roll something else in. So I'm happy with the progress, and actually I'm looking at it now from the back view, and it's actually, yeah, I'm about right where I marked the line, but the bottom is actually really low, so it could be sooner. I don't think it'll be much later than 2 months. I think 2 months is like pushing it out to the max and like really trying to dig every last drop out, which I do plan on doing. The top is actually just big enough to fit a little brush in there, like a little spatula brush or a small like blending brush is what I've been using to apply it. And then after I can no longer get product out on that, I will call this quits. So another 1 to 2 months and I should be good. Next item on my list is my Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer. I use this a total of 13 times this month, which means I have 76 uses left to go. Again, because this is a 100 uses goal project piece, I do want to use this a minimum of 8 to 9 times per month, and right now I'm ahead of that, so hopefully I can reach my goal by the fall time. I am starting to notice a little bit of a dip in this, considering that this is month 2 of being able to use this, and so I'm hoping to make a lot of progress in the next coming months. And then after that, I've got my ColourPop Super Shock Blush in the shade Too Cool for School. I've used this a total of 9 times this month. So the progress, it's not going to look like I made as much progress this month as I did last month, even though I did use this about the same amount of times. But that's because instead of a beauty blender, which seems to want to pick up a little bit more product, I've been using a stippling brush, so that might make the progress a little bit slower. I still anticipate probably finishing this by around August, maybe September at the latest, but I do feel like I can finish this by around the fall time. But yeah, so the progress is not as much this time, and because this is a very particular color of blush, I don't anticipate me using it a whole heck of a lot. It just kind of depends on what kind of eyeshadow palette I'm using each week. I do base my blushes and my highlighters and lips off of whatever eyeshadow look I'm going for that day. So I am really happy with using this 9 times per month, and if I can continue at this rate, I can definitely finish this probably by the fall. And so the next item on my list is the most surprising item I've used for the month. I am shocked, and I feel like I can continue this progress until I finish this product. This is the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. This is a bronzer highlighter duo, and I am working on the highlighter side this year. I did pan the bronzer last year. I used this a total of 27 times this month, and I know that is ridiculous. And I am starting to see the progress as well. I'm starting to hit some side pan. I'm starting to really level out the dip here, and so I'm counting it each different way I use it as one use. So I didn't use it 27 days out of the month, but most days I would use it to set my eyeshadow base, and then some days I would use this as a highlighter. A lot of times I would use it as to both set my eyeshadow and use it as my highlighter. So I did count both of those times as 2 different uses, and if I were to use this as like an inner corner highlight, I would count that as 3 uses, even though that inner corner highlight would not be as big of a use as the other 2 that I mentioned. But I am really happy with this. I still feel like this is going to be one of those projects that's won't be finished till the end of summer, but again, nothing I don't think I can't finish by at least the end of summer. Especially if I keep up with this rate, and if I can continue to do this each month, it should be fairly quick using up. And the last item on my list is my Urban Decay Vice lipstick in the shade Lyre. This is a rollover from last year. I used this a total of 16 times this month, which is about what I used it last time. Yes, counting all the times I reapplied it throughout the day is a use, and this is definitely going to be a lot slower going than I originally anticipated when I rolled it in last year. I can probably finish this by around June-ish, because I definitely made progress, but I'm still a long ways to go. If I can continue at this rate, I feel like I could finish it by like June, maybe July. But it is a lip color that I reach for frequently, especially today I'm wearing pink eyeshadow, so I went for a pinky nude lip. That is a color story I go for often, so this is definitely my most used lip product in my collection, both in and out of my project pan, which is why I decided to just roll it in anyway, because I'm going to use it, so I might as well keep track of the progress. And that is everything I have finished for this month. That is everything I have for this month. I did not finish anything. Some items I'm happier with, others with the progress, but for the most part I'm not mad at anything on any of the progress. I'm not frustrated with any of it. I just feel like continuing at this rate, we should be good to go. I don't see myself finishing anything up by the next update, but maybe the update after that. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. God bless, and bye guys.